Well, SEC play in 2023 has been nothing short of a roller coaster for the Razorbacks. Starting off with expectations to be a national championship contender, the Hogs went on a 4-game slide, followed by a 5-game winning streak, then followed by another 2-game skid recently since the return of Nick Smith Jr. Every game feels like a must-win for Arkansas right now in their pursuit for an NCAA tournament berth, and that includes Saturday's game against Florida, who enters the day one spot higher in standings. So which Arkansas team will we get? Woo Pig or Woo Pig? It's a huge game at a critical juncture and one that's during NBA All-Star Weekend, so pro Hogs Justin Smith, Stanley Amude, Isaiah Joe, and Jalen Williams are back at the Bud to cheer on their alma mater. There's a new name on the starting lineup, Nick Smith making it back to full health after being out for nearly 2 months with a knee injury, now looking to bring his game back up to speed. The trio of 5-star freshmen, Smith, Anthony Black, and Jordan Walsh, take the court as starters together for the first time in 2023. But is it enough for Arkansas to get hot down the home stretch? With the Gators missing their star center, the Razorbacks offense is sluggish out of the gates, starting 1 of 9 from the field. Makhi Mittchell helps the Hogs draw first blood, and Ricky Council marches through the paint for the up-close basket. Coming off the bench is Jalen Graham and making an immediate impact, doing a defender dirty with the quick post move. Black rolling in this time. His shot is off, but Graham is there for the putback slam. Hogs trail by 3 midway through the first. And here's the Nick Smith we're used to seeing. The shake and step back jumper, sinking it from mid-range. Close game early on, but Arkansas begins to change that. Black tips Florida's inbound. The big man Graham starts from one end of the floor and goes coast to coast, faking Gators out and dropping it through. Smith starting to feel it and return to form before our very eyes, crashing in and getting the and-one basket to go. Arkansas jumps ahead thanks to the Mittchell twins starting a block party and Graham waking up and feeling dangerous. The Arizona State transfer in the zone early. Smith showing why he was so coveted out of North Little Rock. Going up, gets fouled but knocks down the floater anyways. Nick Smith back in the groove, and it's a sight for sore eyes for Hog fans. Arkansas hitting halftime up by 6 and on a surge. Jalen Graham continuing his tear with 14 points in the first. Razorbacks not any colder out of the locker rooms. Walsh draining the baseline 3-ball. Hogs build a double-digit advantage as Black finds Walsh behind the defense for the flush. Makhi Mittchell drew the start at center and he shows why. Down low, hooking it on in. Mittchell again making his presence felt, corralling the rock with one hand and making it look easy by throwing it down. Arkansas on a run and dominating in the second. Have a day Jalen Graham, putting back a miss with a tip off the glass there. Finding a mismatch on the block and taking advantage. The slam has Graham fired up and pushed the Razorbacks ahead by over 20. And when it rains, it doesn't just pour, but you start to have some fun. Ricky Council crossing over, splitting defenders, and soaring in for the dunk. Graham on defense, swatting it away from a Gator, and on the other end, Council can't hit. But Makhi Mittchell says no sweat. Another putback rim rattler. Council not done just yet with the jams, taking the baseline and reversing it home. Arkansas not lacking in style points today, and they're still up by 20 later in the second. And Florida wouldn't be catching up anytime soon. Jalen Graham finishes his day with a career-high 26 points. 4 other Razorbacks getting double figures, including Council, Black, Makhi Mittchell, and for the first time in 2023, Nick Smith. The fast break lay-in gives Smith 10 on his afternoon, and this smile is the same one that a lot of fans had watching. Arkansas leads by as much as 25 and wiped the floor with the Gators, downing Florida in blowout fashion 84-65. The win moves Eric Musselman and the Hogs to 7-7 in the SEC, and it might be just what the doctor ordered to gain momentum when it matters most. So the Razorbacks get back on track by chomping down on the Gators 84-65. Now the Hogs only have 4 more games left in their regular season slate, 2 of which are tough road tests against top 10 teams in Bama and Tennessee. But for right now, next up for the Hogs is right here at the Palace against Georgia Tuesday night. Another pivotal SEC matchup that could help decide the Hogs' chances at punching their ticket and going dancing in March. Madison.